Have you ever held on to something so tightly that it felt like your whole life depended on it, only to realize later that the very thing you were clinging to was the reason you couldn't move forward? This is the story of how one man discovered that the true power of life isn't in holding on, but in letting go. It all began in a small town where a young man named Armand lived. Armand was known as someone who never gave up. No matter what challenge came his way, he would fight, resist, and cling to what he believed was his. People admired his determination, but what they didn't see was the silent struggle inside him, the heavy weight of things he refused to release. Armand had dreams, just like all of us. He wanted success, love, and respect. But life didn't always give him what he wanted. He faced heartbreak when his closest friend betrayed him. He felt crushed when he lost a job he worked so hard for. And when his father passed away, he refused to accept the reality. Instead of grieving and moving on, he clung to the past, replaying every what-if in his head. He walked around with invisible chains tied to his heart. On the outside, he smiled, but inside, he was exhausted. He couldn't see that his refusal to let go of pain and disappointment was slowly drowning him. One evening after another, day filled with restless thoughts, Armand wandered to the old bridge outside of town. He leaned against the rail, staring at the river rushing below. The water flowed freely, carrying leaves, sticks, and everything else it caught along the way. For some reason, he envied the river. He whispered to himself, "Why can't I flow like that? Why do I feel stuck?" As he stood there, an old man appeared beside him. He was a stranger, but there was something calm and wise in his presence. The old man asked, "What troubles you, son?" Armand hesitated, but the stranger's gentle voice made him open up. He confessed everything: his losses, his pain, his anger, his inability to move on. The old man listened quietly, then pointed to the river. "Do you see how the river carries everything it touches? It doesn't hold on to a single leaf, no matter how beautiful, no matter how broken. That is why it keeps moving forward. Life is the same. The more you hold on to what is meant to pass, the heavier you become, and soon you stop moving." Armand frowned. "But if I let go, won't I lose everything?" The old man smiled. "No, son. By letting go, you don't lose. You gain freedom. You gain peace. You gain the space to welcome what's truly meant for you." Those words struck Armand like lightning. He realized that his pain was just in what had happened. It was in his refusal to release it. His life wasn't stuck because of the past, but because he chained himself to it. That night, as he walked home, Armand thought about the people he needed to forgive, the mistakes he needed to accept, the dreams that had ended so new ones could begin. It wasn't easy. Every step felt like a battle. But for the first time, he felt a spark of hope that maybe he could finally be free. Days turned into weeks, and Armand began to practice the art of letting go. He wrote letters he never sent, releasing words he had kept buried for years. He forgave the friend who betrayed him, not for the friend's sake, but for his own peace. He accepted that the job he lost was simply guiding him toward something better. And he finally allowed himself to grieve his father, not by denying the pain, but by honoring his memory with love instead of regret. The more he let go, the lighter he felt. He began to laugh again, genuinely this time. He started noticing the beauty of small things, the warmth of the sun, the sound of children playing, the simple joy of being alive. Opportunities began opening up for him because he was no longer blinded by bitterness. New friendships formed, new paths appeared. His life, once stuck in the past, began flowing forward like the river. And here's the truth. Armin's story is not just his, it's ours. Every one of us holds on to something, an old relationship, a painful memory, a failure, or even an identity we no longer fit into. We think holding on keeps us safe, but in reality, it keeps us trapped. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean you never cared. It means you choose peace over pain. It means you trust that life still has more to offer. It means you believe that your future deserves more than the weight of your past. So ask yourself, what are you still holding on to? What is keeping you from flowing freely like the river? Maybe it's time to loosen your grip. Maybe it's time to let go. Because the moment you do, you'll feel the same power Armin discovered. The power of freedom, the power of peace, the power of letting go. And that's when life truly begins again. So, if this story touched your heart, remember sometimes the greatest strength is not in holding tighter, but in learning to release. Take this as your sign today. Let go of what no longer serves you. Step into the new chapter waiting for you. And trust that everything you need will find you at the right time. Thank you for watching this story. If it inspired you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might need this reminder. Leave a comment below about what you're ready to let go of, because your story might inspire someone else. And if you want more stories like this, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment of motivation. Remember, the river keeps flowing forward, and so can you.